I love Spider-Man. Comics, movies, films, games, I love all things Spidey. I'm so happy that now more than ever, people are loving Spidey and the Spider-Verse in multiple mediums as much as I did growing up. Insomniac and their Spider-Man games have been one of the greatest things we've gotten to enjoy in the past few years. They've been able to make games that can stand toe-to-toe with legacies like the Arkham franchise. A few days ago though, leaks were revealed of a cancelled multiplayer Spider-Verse game that Insomniac was working on called Spider-Man: The Great Web, and I have a ton of thoughts and need to talk about it. So much has leaked for this game. A few proof of concept trailers with early gameplay. I won't show any of it because I don't want my channel to get nuked into the shadow realm, but I'll explain it the best I can. One of the initial quotes is Spider-Man: The Great Web is a multiplayer sandbox with unparalleled heart. An ethos that I feel embodies Spider-Man well, alongside the caliber and pedigree Insomniac hold themselves to. They showed Peter, Miles alongside Gwen, Silk in 2099, and so many more spider heroes and concept art. The gameplay reveals it would have been an up to 5 players online multiplayer game, but the pitch video shows the wild stuff, not just for what the future of what this game would have been, but shows much of what I think Insomniac's future of Spidey games still will be. It shows some plans for what the monetization would have been, emphasizing fair pricing that wouldn't fracture the player base as expansions continued over the years, a roadmap of what the first season of content would have been, battles against multiverse versions of Venom, Mysterio, Lizard, and Knull. I can't wait to make my full Knull theory video for Insomniac Spider-Verse. After seeing those spiral symbols on symbiotes in Spider-Man 2, I can't wait to see how Insomniac is going to interpret my favorite Marvel villain. I just hope they involve Donny Cates, the original writer and creator, properly this time. And the big moment that made me excited, there were planned raid boss level versions of Spidey villains, with one concept art of a massive Venom that reminded me of the final boss of Web of Shadows, and it continues to make me happy that there are some really die-hard Web of Shadows fans at Insomniac. The slideshow video ends showing the projected timeline with development planned for a release in 2026 and continual updates and content releases at least until 2030. So my thoughts? It hurts. Not gonna lie, seeing this hurts. I really love what Insomniac has done in their Spider-Man games, and the potential of them making a Spider-Verse game that I could play with my best friends, swinging around New York, kicking the teeth out of Spidey's awesome rogues gallery, feels like the ultimate Spider-Man experience. But that being said, Insomniac has never done a live service game before, and after experiences like Avengers and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I wouldn't want to see this game fail to the point that it would doom Insomniac. As well as if this game became a massive moneymaker for them, Insomniac would likely have become permanently dedicated to Great Web only, meaning we'd see a lot less single-player excellence like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and I would never want Insomniac to lose the creative identity that made them incredible in the first place. Still, the potential of Great Web would be insane and massive if done correctly, but it would need full support from Sony and PlayStation, and considering they axed projects like this and Last of Us Factions, games that their communities definitely wanted, the current leadership isn't there for this game to be the best it could be. However, I still think that a lot of what they've developed as ideas are things that can be used going forward for the next Insomniac Spider-Man game. Not live service multiplayer, but still a Spider-Verse adventure that can incorporate multiple characters and bosses to create a game that they can continually add content to. Imagine Spider-Man 3 concluding the trilogy story, but then the next post-launch content wave lasts not just 1 year, but 1 decade, fully exploring the potential of their Spider-Verse, going in fun and interesting directions. I get a grin on my face at the thought, and I really do believe that even though this game as initially concepted here may never be made, the ideas it presented can be used to make their next Spider-Man title a level up from 2. Going through all of this still feels weird though, even talking about it for me. The Insomniac leak has sucked, not just for the employees who had their personal information doxed, but for all of their future hard work to be undermined because now everyone knows what it's going to be, or what it would have been, not to mention having to have their staff reduced with budget cuts a few months after the hardest time that these devs have gone through. At the end of the day, Insomniac is one of my favorite studios in the business right now, and I'm going to be there day one for the games they make, especially ones involving my favorite comic book character. There's a lot of uncertainty with the future of their games, but I have no doubt that they'll continue to deliver, and I always enjoy the behind-the-scenes creative process, and peeks behind the curtain like this will always be engaging to me. Let me know down below what you thought about this leak, what you'd love to see in your dream Spider-Man game, and what your favorite Spider-Man game is. I'm so sorry I've been gone from videos in the past month, and everything I've been working on has been delayed massively. I had the back-to-back of the flu, strep throat, and tonsillitis, to the point my voice and throat is still recovering from the bombardment of sickness, but I'm back, and I'm excited to make the videos you all have been waiting for, and I sincerely appreciate your patience. thank you. Also, expect some more Spider-Man related videos to come. It has been long overdue. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and I will see you soon with new videos. Love y'all. Have a blessed one.